What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today I'm reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Let's get into it. So we're gonna start off with the cover from Sport last night saying Lautaro very close. Goes on to say that one of his agents explained that there is a very big chance that Lautaro will leave Inter and end up signing for FC Barcelona. So for that first part, I think Lautaro Martinez's actual agent came out and said that was false. Like, the guy who released those quotes isn't actually part of the agent team. So we can scratch that right away. Next thing says the Blaugrana club continued to work on his signing and hope that with the players okay, the Italian club will facilitate his departure in the summer. So again, Barcelona just hoping that if they can agree with Lautaro, Inter will let him go easily. That way there won't be that much negotiation. Doubt that's going to happen. But anyways, Lionel Messi is the most decisive forward of the last decade. What else is new? And it also says that the Barca gate also splashed La Masia. Almost 100,000 euros were involved on behalf of the company Tantrasoft for the IE3 Ventures. Bartomeu and his crap. If you want to know my thoughts on Bartomeu, go check out my last video. I explained everything there. But yep, looks like Lautaro. Looks like Barcelona have chosen Lautaro over Neymar, to be honest. I'm seeing a lot of Lautaro stories over the past few days and not that many Neymar stories, which is kind of disappointing. But yeah, we'll see what happens in the transfer window. Next, we're going to look at the cover from Mundo Deportivo last night saying, "I will decide my future." It's a quote from Rakitic, and it also says that he wants to be respected and he says that he's not a bag of potatoes. He says, "I want to be here. I want to be where I am valued. If that's here, I will be delighted. If not, it will be where I decide." It goes on to say also it's very possible that Lautaro goes to Barcelona according to the player's environment. So like I said from the last clip, Lautaro's looking really, really close. Even though we're, 2 months away from the transfer window? I don't know if we can get a pre-agreement like we did with De Jong, but it looks like that's possible. On the Rakitic story, man, I've got nothing to say. This guy should have left last. You know, I was seeing like everyone being pissed off, right, with Rakitic because he posted that picture of him passing Messi in the World Cup on like his Instagram. And I was sitting there looking at everyone like hating on him. I'm thinking like, we should have taken that 90 million from PSG. Imagine 90 million for Rakitic. First of all, we would have taken 9 million off those Paris scumbags. And we would have gotten 90. Oh my god. Imagine. I just sit here sometimes. I just like imagine. Just imagine 90 million for Rakitic. Whew. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna get like 20 million or some players, I guess, because he's not worth crap now. I just hope that he leaves ASAP. So this next one is coming in from Mundo Deportivo, and it's probably my favorite story so far of like the past 24 hours. Barcelona are clear about their priority signings for the upcoming transfer window. It includes Neymar, Lautaro, Fabian or Ndombele, and one of Upamecano, Laporte, and Felipe Luis. This would probably be, if we manage to get like any of those, like the ores, this would be probably one of the best transfer windows in like the last 5-6 years, I'd say. For me, the dream would be Neymar, Lautaro, Fabian, and either Upamecano or Felipe Luis. Because I don't think we're getting Laporte. Plus, I don't want to spend over 70 million on a defender. And I don't know how old he is. Maybe like 26, 25-ish. So I wouldn't go for it. I'd go for a younger one, either Upamecano or Felipe Luis. I think they're probably both. I know Upamecano is 60 million. I don't know how much Felipe Luis is. If Felipe Luis is cheaper though, I'd go for him. Brazilian. We have a lot of Brazilians in the team. He can bed in well. Although Upamecano, we have a lot of French players, so I'm good with either or on that one. Much rather have Fabian over Ndombele for sure. And we'll talk about Ndombele later. And Lautaro and Neymar are just the forwards. So if this all happens, man, this would be a brilliant summer transfer window. This next one's also coming in from Mundo Deportivo saying Barcelona will reject all coming offers for Arthur Melo in the upcoming transfer window. So it looks like that Barcelona will declare Arthur Melo as untransferable, which means that if a club even offers 500 million, they'll reject it. or just you have to activate his release clause pretty much to get him to decide, put all the pressure on him, which is obviously some fantastic news. Arthur Melo is going to be the future of our midfield, no question about that. Him and De Jong. So yeah, tough season for him this season, mostly because of injuries, but when he's been playing, I think he's been brilliant. Had some lows with some performances, but we saw from last season when Valverde put him in, like, against the Tottenham game at Wembley, that he was going to be a special player. So yeah, man, hopefully a lot more from him in the coming future. So this next story is coming in from Mundo Deportivo saying Barcelona haven't contacted Manchester City for a swap deal between João Cancelo and Nelson Semedo. Barcelona value the Manchester City fullback, but the intention is to renew Semedo. So it looks like Barcelona values Semedo over Cancelo by a little bit. But I felt like at first this was just a story to fill the newspaper, but it looks like it, got a little bit higher since, when the people were reporting about it. For me, I'm still iffing and awing about it. I don't know if I would do it or not. But it would have been a hard decision to make, I can tell you that. Looks like Barcelona have chosen to renew Semedo instead. They value him more. So yeah, don't have a problem with this one. This next one's coming in from Sports saying young Bayern Munich winger Kingsley Coman is on Barcelona's list of potential signings. Coman would be a backup option for Barcelona in the summer, who are keen on signing Lautaro, Martinez, and or Neymar, but are also weighing up other options just in case. So it looks like Coman's going to be a backup option as a winger, even though we need a striker, which is kind of weird anyways. For me, man, I'd stay clear of this. Obviously, I think Coman is basically a Ndombele 2.0. Great potential, gets injured all the time, man. He's probably made out of broken glass too. I would stay clear. Do you know how much money Bayern Munich would ask for him too? They would ask for upwards of 80, 90 million for him. Depends, I don't know how much longer he has on his contract. But yeah, man, I'd stay clear away from this. Obviously, he has talent, but just another Ndombele for me. This next one's coming in from Mundo Deportivo saying Junior Firpo doesn't plan to leave Barcelona this summer. The left back was clear that the first season was solely for adaptation. Next season, we should be able to see more from Firpo. Exactly what I've been saying over the past week. Every player gets 2 seasons. I think now with Kike Setien, Firpo will get much more chances. This is why I wouldn't sell him. Although, if Napoli say, hey, Firpo plus 20 million for Fabian Ruiz, I'll be getting Kurzawa for free, I would consider that. Other than that, Firpo stays for me. I think he's a great backup, and I think he has great potential to be Jordi Alba's replacement as well. Obviously, Jordi Alba in his early 30s, so he's coming to the end of a top, high-level football. So yeah, totally agree with this one. This next one's also coming in from Sports saying that Juventus forward Bernardeschi is once again on FC Barcelona's radar ahead of the next season. So obviously we've been linked with Bernardeschi a few times before, more of swaps with Rakitic, like a straight player swap. I would still personally do that. I think if we even swap him, we can sell Bernardeschi for more, if not the same. Maybe loan him to a team with the mandatory buy option, or just keep him. I wouldn't mind that, switching, maybe Bernardeschi for Braithwaite in the team. Because I think Bernardeschi is obviously better than him. I think he's played at a higher level than him, obviously with Juventus in the Champions League, but with Ronaldo. So he can play at a high level. I think Bernardeschi's a good player. Obviously don't think he's going to be a starter. But yeah, for a swap, I wouldn't mind, but paying money, I wouldn't do it. So this next one, it's 2 stories coming in from Mundo Deportivo saying Barcelona have set their sights on Tanguy Ndombele. However, Tottenham Hotspur do not seem willing to listen to offers for the player that they just signed in 2019. Yes, this is all slowly placing into plan. I don't want Ndombele. I think he's overrated. I think he's going to be way too expensive. I'd rather go for the cheaper Fabian Ruiz. And L'Equipe have also come out and said that Barcelona have let their interest in Tottenham midfielder Ndombele known. And Ndombele doesn't intend to have a second season at the English side. Obviously, L'Equipe are a really reliable source in France, and with French players, looks like Ndombele wants out. The question is, where is he going to go? Barcelona have been interested in him for the past few years. I would have brought him maybe last season from Lyon, but after his poor season at Tottenham, I'd much rather get Fabian Ruiz. So yeah, a little bit worried Barcelona may make the wrong decision on this one, but let's see what happens. So the last 2 stories for today's video. First one comes from Candace via Sport saying UEFA and the European League Association have reached an agreement in principle for football to return in July. That's 3 months, man. It can't last 3 months. It's been so long. 3 months. I was hoping like end of May, beginning of June, and July. I don't. Ah, man. Hopefully it comes back early. But if it comes in July, I don't know what's gonna happen with the transfer window. They can't. I don't think they're. I think their goal is to finish the leagues in the Champions League while the transfer window is still closed, so they can open it. Because if it's open, people are gonna be talking negotiations that affect everything on the field too. So I think they're trying to avoid that a bit too. And the final one is coming from Barcelona, saying that Barcelona will take legal action against ML Rosaud for his declaration that could possibly damage the club's image. So it looks like Bartomeu is suing this guy, which is obviously bad news because he's going to use Barcelona's money to sue him. So, again, if you want to know my thoughts on Bartomeu, check out the last video. I ain't going to repeat it. All I know is that Bartomeu is a rat, a cockroach, and hopefully he just leaves soon, man. Hopefully this isn't material. Man, why is he using our money, man? Use your own goddamn money. Like, look at all these players we're linked with, and you're gonna spend like what, 2 million on this lawsuit? Bartomeu out, man. Bartomeu out. So that's gonna be the end of today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you like, comment, hit that subscribe button. We'll be back tomorrow to react to the 24 hours in the future, the news. Maybe we'll come with a double upload tomorrow with another either reaction or maybe a tier list or something like that. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Take care.